It's one of the Arcanist lineages. A rare kind, Miss Bathadia. Based on the past cases, you will eventually become yourself again. The old self. What you saw in your mind were not illusions, but memories from your past self.
I remember it now. Under the starry sky, on the scorching sand, countless Arcanists ran like a herd of beasts. Gosh, they're all in my head. That's the only sports stadium built for Arcanists! And I was the first priestess of Uluru ever!
I don't think any Arcanist would say no to witnessing the revival of the once magnificent games.
Junior student from Melbourne. An old soul, a reincarnated. What's her attitude and what will she do? Please, find out with me!
Come on, Flammy. Let's light up the uluru torch.
You've reached Desert Flannel. I'm not home right now, or I don't have time for calls. Please leave a message after the beep. Hello? We've only got 20 minutes before the game starts. Where are you? Get your ass here now, unless you're dead. Look, I know you're not into these games, but you can really use the money, right? Otherwise, you wouldn't have come to me. If you stand me up again, we're both screwed.
Whatever. Just leave it to Thursday.
The game on Thursday is crucial. I will get expelled if I mess it up. I'm begging you. Just come over now.
Thursday? Wait, it's Thursday?
We missed the right junction. The roads are different from the map Mr. Slouch Hat gave us. It's too outdated to provide any useful information.
Terrific. We've gone wrong again. This is like, the 4th time. Since my short life is supposed to be spent in creating huge value for all the living things in this world, Foundation should have sent me another bodyguard, a more reliable one. And the contact here should have offered us a more reliable map.
I am the one and only reliable bodyguard who can keep you safe among all the others in the Foundation. You are of great significance to Laplace. They don't want you to take any risks. We can go back to the last junction or keep going forward. There is a trail about 300 meters ahead, and it leads all the way to the Rolling Croc bookstore. You want to check the map?
When things don't work out one way, a researcher will find another. See? There comes another way. Hey, wait. Miss Spathadia, right?
Who are you? Do I know you?
Excuse us. We're looking for a bookstore. It's called the Rolling Croc, with a hand drum made of crocodile skin hanging on the signboard.
And that very store has the fragment of the fungus potion analysis report I want. If it weren't for that, no one would have taken a walk on this ridiculously vast land. No one! Besides, there's no frisbee here.
The Rolling Croc. Rolling? Oh, I pass by that store every morning when I exercise. Go straight ahead, turn right into the lane after passing by a cafe with an orange signboard, and there it is. But do keep your heads down, or you'll be hit by the signboards there. I can take you there if you need... Oh, shoot! Warm-up time's almost over. I have to go. My coach is waiting for me for the punching exercise. Sorry, guys. Hope you find the store.
Thank you.
Make way! Make way! Move aside! It's okay. Don't mention it.
Wait! Someone's at the corner! Watch!
Ah! Help! Fire. I'm on fire.
Confusion and weak pulse. We have to take her to Laplace.
I'm fine. I'm always fine. What happened to me? Did I really break some part of myself? They said I passed out, but it doesn't feel like that to me. My vest is dusty, but I don't feel any pain at all. Maybe I need more ice water. No. Maybe it's hot tea that I need. Oh, shoot! It's not working at all! I should have gone to that lab lettuce place with those wacky people and had a physical examination. Let me see. Their card is in... Wait, no. I've turned them down. If I go back to them, that'll be super embarrassing. Besides, I bumped my head on the ground, but it's my stomach that's feeling sick now. I'm sure this is just a coincidence. I seldom have junk food, and never miss the training at school. I know my body well. It's healthy and tough. I already took the medicine for stomach pain. Now just take a break and distract myself from it. The smell of soil, mineral, burning coal, and the golden panda. That already makes me feel much better. This is the first photo of my collection. Mom gave it to me for my 5th birthday. In 1884, Branchville was very popular amongst arcanists. The Uluru Games that year had more trees than that in any other years. Then, in 1900, St. Pavlov Foundation took over the Uluru Games. Out of security concerns, they abolished 1/3 of the events that involved dangerous actions and imposed a lot of regulations on the rest. Jones got first place in the game that year. Then, the games in 1938. It was the most successful one ever since the Foundation took over. It was so successful, almost everyone thought the games would be revived and brought back to the public. Until... I wish I could see the Uluru Stadium with my own eyes again. Even for just a minute. Like how I used to host the opening ceremonies in there. Back then, I stood on the highest platform, igniting a flame from the wood saturated by ointment, and then flew on a rosewood branch, following a canoe in water and gently pushing it forward. But the flame had a fight with me. I trembled with anger because she was such an unreasonable blockhead. Then my sight was filled with darkness. My sight? My sight? Did I just say something? What are these things doing in my head? Are they illusions? When did I go to the desert? Since when did I... Is the medicine working? My stomach is much better now, but... my throat... it's burning and itchy. Mom never told me we're descendants of the Red Dragon? No! I need to see the doctor right now!
Now, let's summarize what happened. You fell into a coma for 16 minutes and 30 seconds yesterday, due to external impact. Then you woke up and found yourself fine.
That's right!
On that night, you felt an unusual burn coming up to your throat from your stomach. At the same time, you had weird illusions. And at last, you vomited a ball of fire.
Yes, that's right, exactly!
For one last time, are you sure no one in your family is related to the Red Dragon?
100% positive. I checked all the family photos and medical records, and even rang Mum and Dad. They denied every possibility of it.
The symptom is really rare to see.
I know. So, don't walk away on me.
Are you really buying that?
I don't doubt it.
Then you're a fool. No nut. Would have lost all your clothes to any rorter that comes up to you if you wandered long enough on the streets. And you, I'm warning you. Take your little claws off me. Let me go now.
Hey, you were the one who burst out of nowhere and knocked me over. Now my brain's not working right and you're responsible for it.
Yeah? You mean this smidge of zombie fire? You reckon this is the first time an arcanist sees it? Can get you 20 of these in 2 days in any workshop. You gotta try harder if you want to fool me.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm not a liar. I saw that ball of fire come out of my mouth.
You frauds never stop coming up with new scams. No cheat, no eat. Heard that before? Go home with your fake fire. If you continue doing this, be careful of the bunyips. They will crawl into your house through the sewerage and take your tongue because lies are their favorite food.
But there is no evidence to prove that she is telling a lie.
Evidence? I have more than enough evidence to prove she's not some innocent lamb. She climbed up the tree outside my window and was shouting and screaming there in the middle of the night. The moment I went outside, she took me here like she was carrying a bag of groceries.
One may infer that she was shocked by the fire vomiting and thus displayed abnormal behaviors.
My God, don't you have adults at home to put some senses in your head? Haven't they taught you not to trust the stranger's words? Especially if they show up at late hours?
The stranger? I know something's wrong with my head and I'm not even sure who I really am anymore. But you shouldn't have forgotten me. We're neighbors, Desert Flannel. I live 3 streets away. I even said hello to you.
3 streets away? How does it make us neighbors? And I don't think our litter-covered street is part of your fancy community, where people sit by the white fountains and walk in the street gardens. The last time I checked, I was not from some rich immigrant family. No matter what you're looking for money or for fun, I couldn't care less about it. The only thing I care about is that my landlord will kick me out if I fail to pay rent this month. So let me go!
No, you mustn't leave.
Ugh! I think I just nicked you in the teeth.
You must not leave. At least, not before I figure out what happened to me. Things are flashing in my mind now. Sometimes the past, sometimes the present. I remember I can sing, but soon I forget how to do that. I remember the crowd who worshipped me on their knees, the running somewhere like the Uluru Stadium, and something hot. A hot bonfire? Is that a bonfire? Anyway, no matter what it is, I'm just an ordinary person like anyone else living at the end of the century. These things shouldn't be in my mind. There must be something wrong with me. With my head or other parts. I can't just go nuts now. My training plan... It's all ruined. I even have a game to play at the end of the year.
Relax. The symptoms may not last. Sensing omens doesn't always mean danger to arcanists. Given the complexity of the situation, I think you need a more detailed physical examination to find the crux. We will help you and take care of you until you completely recover, or say, become completely normal again.
You... Thank goodness. At least I can count on you. Both my mom and dad aren't home right now. I'm on my own. It's all over for me if the condition gets worse. At least, that's how it goes in the TV.
Don't jump to the worst conclusion yet. Follow me.
Okay. Thank you.
What? What are you staring at? She's having a body checkup. Do I have to tag along?
You're going to sneak away for those part-time jobs, aren't you?
Fine, genius. You win. Oi! You with the suitcase. Do you know how I can get a job here? Looks like they pay their employees well.
Here is Miss Spathadia's physical examination.
Oh, how sweet. They even got you the Salvia Zopiclone patches. If the illusions get too real and you can't sleep, use them.
Okay, thanks. But I need to ask my coach if I can use it.
Don't worry, it's been approved by the Therapeutic Goods Administration of Campbell. The ingredients include salvia, mint, and a hallucination potion. They can neutralize the side effect perfectly. Actually, you're quite the lucky one, you know. That old map shows there used to be stairs where you fell down, with over 100 steps. Thank goodness you live in the right time. Otherwise, you would have tumbled all the way down there. In that case, no one can tell what you would vomit, fire, or maybe something even worse. Wait here. I need to get someone. A weirdo for sure, yet the best person we can turn to for this problem.
All right. I think that's the last thing I'd like to hear from a doctor. Would you just let go of my hand, Sheila? Or the good doctor here will have to cut this hand off later because of necrosis.
I will. But can I hold it for another 5 minutes, please? I'm sort of nervous.
That's right. Breathe in, breathe out. Then unbend the fingers. I'm also human, I feel pain too, sweetheart.
I can't believe how lucky I am. We haven't seen a living case for decades.
This is exciting.
Thank you for letting me know about this, Medicine Pocket.
Not at all, Ezra, my dear friend. See, I always keep you and your weird little mushrooms at the back of my mind. So, it'd be best if you could give them to me without leaving any records in Laplace's system next time. Anyway, we can talk about that later. Now, go check out the girl. She might be very useful for your paper on Arcanum.
Of course. I'll tend to her in a moment. I just want to tell you how much I appreciate your thoughtfulness. I've been waiting for this for too long.
What? Me? You mean me?
Certainly, Miss Spather, dear. I came for you. I've been briefed on your case and had a basic understanding of the inner flame temperature and the fuel through the laboratory report. Here's a list summarizing all the conditions. It's still a draft, but please, take a look. Since your condition is stabilized, and as a teenager, you're still in a developmental stage, I'd recommend you to run a test which is more friendly and pleasant to your nose. Now, please blink 3 times at this dowsing rod and blow on it as lightly as possible.
What's this?
Oh, no, not like that. Just be gentle with it. Lower your voice so that you don't blow away the spores on the filter.
Okay. Blink 3 times and blow.
we're going to roll it up and fix it on the dowsing rod. Now time will do its magic.
Doctor, is there a cure for my head? Wait, is that the smell of mushroom?
It is related to mushrooms, and I'm not a doctor. Please forgive me, Miss Spathadia. I was so overjoyed I forgot to introduce myself. Hello, I'm Ezra. I'm a human researcher at the Laplace Australia branch. My research is mostly on the diversity of local mushrooms and fungi. I'm very thrilled to meet you.
You're not a doctor? Just a researcher. And a human? And you're working on mushrooms?
That's right. It's a shame that I didn't become a member of the arcane study team, but I'm equally interested in mushrooms. I enjoy this job.
So, they get you here to treat me, which means I'm not a descendant of the Red Dragon, but that of mushrooms? I'm a fire-breathing mushroom girl?
No, I'm not here to diagnose your abnormality, Miss Spathadia. You're perfectly healthy. Your brain CT result looks normal, and I can see you're in good shape. In a stricter medical sense, you're almost one of the healthiest people I've ever seen.
Ha! Finally someone has a sharp eye. So the truth has been unraveled. There has never been any illusions, nor is anybody putting on some strange, absurd, fire-spitting show. And
But she did not lie. Please, take a look at this. According to the analysis, the core of her fire consists of an obsidian gravel that has 22 evenly distributed layers. This is no modern thing. It's old, dating back thousands of years.
what? What do you mean? Whose side are you on?
Have I made it difficult for you to understand? Well, you'll know when you see it. Please bear with me for 5 minutes. Have you heard of the reincarnators? It's one of the Arcanist lineages, a rare kind. Since this power can only be randomly triggered, and its manifestation could happen anywhere, anytime, and in any fashion, it is hard to identify them when there is one. The most well-known case must be Dorothy of London. She fell down the stairs in her own house and lost every vital sign, but she woke again and became the ancient Egyptian Bentreshit.
You're not saying that she's...
Miss Spathadia is a reincarnator. Those so-called illusions are not a result of any brain damage. They were once real. It's her past. Based on the past cases, she'll go through a period of mental turmoil. That could be short or longer than anyone could expect. But eventually, she will become herself again. The old self.
But how is that possible? Everybody knows that the reincarnators are just some lousy made-up tabloid stories.
That's right. Sensationalism. That's the mainstream opinion about the reincarnators. In Dorothy's case, her experience of learning Egyptian and her career as an archaeologist also caused controversies over her true lineage, which is understandable since people haven't seen a reincarnator in years. But at the beginning of the 20th century, when Dorothy fell down the stairs which decided her fate, Laplace Scientific Computing Centre established its Australia branch, carrying out studies of local fungi. The fungi study is a brand new direction, and it has been secretly developing next to the public since, like the Australian honey fungus, growing without getting anyone's attention. The facts will speak for themselves. Please allow me to prove it to you. Medicine Pocket, could you please turn off the lights for us? Cheers. When we talk about reincarnation, the real question behind it is whether the soul exists. Because the soul is commonly considered to be the essence of what makes a person who he or she is. If a person dies, his or her soul will return to the ever-circulating network.
Network? What network?
A theory developed from Riemann's on the hypotheses which underlie geometry describe the world as an eternal, vast, invisible yet ubiquitous net.
And as the news story described, a reincarnator is a miracle where a soul disappears from point A and shows up at point B without any clear reasons.
Exactly, Miss Verdon. I'm amazed that you know so much about the reincarnators. That report described the reincarnators as incomprehensible and spontaneous. But the truth is, we've never gotten close enough to observe and study them.
Huh? What's the shiny powder on my fingers? Gosh! It's like the neural network I read in the textbook.
You have a sharp sense. Your arcanists never cease to amaze me. The latest studies have shown that the working mechanism of mushroom flora may be similar to the brain's, and we have made some progress from that. This is why the study of mushrooms is important. It enriches our understanding of the reincarnators, for they are hard to find.
You mean these things floating in the air? Mushrooms?
The Australian honey fungus, the mushrooms living beneath the ground. It's a pathogenic gem that causes roots to rot. It was first discovered in a eucalyptus plantation in southeastern Australia. At the end of the 1970s, Laplace researchers who intervened in the local environment protection found that, unlike other fungi which reproduce through the spreading of spores, the honey fungi spread by the growth of their underground mycelia all over the forest.
You think it's like that invisible net?
Yes, a net hiding underground, in which you see an object disappear at point A and magically emerge again at point B. The reincarnators are very similar to Australian honey fungus in this aspect. And with her breath, a small amount of her saliva, and the dowsing rod, we will be able to find her net and map her movements on it. And when her gaze emblazes the Omphalotus nidiformis...
Omphalotus what? Isn't that a ghost fungus?
Yes, the ghost fungus. The mushrooms that glow in the dark. They're called chinga in older times, which means spirit and soul, the sparkle of ideas in human minds.
If the mushroom has simulated Spathadia's net, then these two light spots are...
The one closer to us represents the current Miss Spathadia, and the farther and brighter one is what put her through the changes now.
So... that's me in the past? And I will gradually turn into... Huh?
"5 minutes. We are right on time. Miss Desert Flannel, how do you feel?"
Damn it! If she's so badly injured, how much would the compensation be? Is this how my life will be? Being heavily in debt?
Ms. Desert Flannel, you're nibbling at your nails. You will get hurt from it. Please stop.
Me? I'm fine. Are you talking to me? You were saying?
Yes, I was asking how you're doing. Did you get my drift?
I think. Well, I know it's highly unlikely that this little girl was hatched from a dragon's egg, but is it possible that she's just some kind of uncommon lizard? You know, the really ancient ones? Anything but a reincarnator.
But what you said doesn't make sense.
What do you mean it doesn't make sense? There was fire coming out of her mouth. And my only family here is a pixel Inu. Does it make sense to you?
I don't follow. I know this is not your fault. It's just your Arcanus nature taking over. It's very normal if you got too carried away by your emotions and became delusional and hysterical. Please, take my hand. I was once trained to help Arcanus calm down. Now breathe with me. In and out.
Me? I'm not hysterical.
Hey, what do you know about Arcanus? You're not even one of us.
Everyone.
Please, believe me that I meant you no harm, Miss Bathadia. I was only trying to help.
Help? How? By calling us delusional? There's nothing I hate more than humans like you saying that others are over-emotional.
People.
No, nothing like that. Miss Bathadia, it is not my intention to criticize anything or anyone. It's just, biologically, Arcanists tend to be more sensitive and easily affected. I also like Arcanists, almost as much as I'm interested in mushrooms. That's why I study them. Do you smell something burning?
A fire! It's the flame I spat out. When did it grow so large?
I tried to warn you. It has grown larger and larger as your lizard hypothesis heated up. I'm sure the guards of Laplace will break in soon.
Security of Laplace Research Center Hospital taking over. All patients and non-staff, please follow me to evacuate the room. Evaluating fire level. Level 2. Extinguishing the fire. Source of ignition confirmed. Request for permission to use Kangaroo Foam Fire Extinguisher 3.
Wait! You can't put out my flame. It's important for me. Very, very important. I don't know why, but it's important, this is for sure. Those bubble kangaroos will kick its butt once they see the flames. I don't want that.
I'll protect it for you. Don't worry.
Look at my back.
As it's your
I
end,
will do as asked.
realm turns into hope I remember. As it is, it's happening.
手 take advantage of adversity.
You little pie.
Hope I remember.
Oh. A little trick.
Is it over? That's great! Let's go back together.
There you go.
Look at my back.
Sadly, these are counterfeits. As it is the
I
end
will
of this
do
hall.
as asked.
Hope I remember.
Yoshi-hoshi! Eh! Yeah!
This is
Hi.
intriguing, isn't it? Sadly, these are counterfeits.
Is it over? That's great! Let's go back together. Where am I? What are you doing here, guys? I thought you were driven away.
Great! She's back to normal.
Oh, I remember it now.
Spathadia!
The games. We must revive the uluru games. Because the rocks rumble on the knees.
I've heard what's going on. We will check if her organs are injured by the high temperature after returning to Laplace. You can visit her tomorrow after 11 a.m.
Can we visit her? I thought you will send her to the wards on the 13th floor.
Go with the flow when you can't fight it. We've now understood what will happen if we separate you and keep her alone someplace else. What's more, Laplace can't lose another clinic.
I see. This is great, thank you.
So, are you sure those mushrooms won't cause any damage to my brain and body? Like lower IQ levels, lung diseases, or skin allergy?
If you think it's necessary, I will accompany you to Laplace for some follow-up checkups. Of course, you don't have to pay for the tests. The fee will be deducted from my salary. Please, don't worry about the money.
Okay, enough. I trust you. I don't need a kid to pay the doctor for me. Besides, it's embarrassing enough to be put down by mushrooms. Not to mention that I'll be giving that guy the story he craved if I was hospitalized.
That guy? Oh, you mean the journalist following you?
Huh? Was that a flash? Speak of the devil. Come out yourself! Don't make me force you! Makua! Don't you dare involve others. This is between you and me.
I've told you long ago that one day I will make you feel the same misery that I did. I have been following you all the time, and this is the moment of vengeance. Now, I have more than enough photos. As for these other people, you didn't strike me as such a kind-hearted person.
I didn't know you were so shameless.
Let's see what tomorrow's newspaper has to say about this, Miss Photographer.
No! We can't let him get away! He has a photo of us!
Is he your enemy? Maybe arch enemy? What happened between you two?
If you don't want to be one of the burning kangaroos on the headline tomorrow, shut up and start running!
We have to stop him.
G'day. You, got the latest Australian Naga here?
Nice choice. Everyone is talking about it. Hmm?
A strange party held in the city park last night. The witness claimed to see the burning kangaroos, mushroom-intoxicated rolling croc, and the teenage arsonists dancing together. A secret event on the public lawn? The revival of the Uluru Games? It saddens us to admit that the recession and inflation have walloped some young adults. They were crawling in the park at night? Groaning and moaning like beasts, dragging themselves along and losing consciousness?
Wait, your voice. You...
Do you have to talk to me right now? I'm busy hating my life. I don't have time for your little chit-chat.
No way. Desert Flannel, it's really you. Everybody is talking about you right now, and they can really imagine. Some say you're mad. Some say you're the heroes fighting against aliens. Well, the most known story is that event. Is it real that you're going to restart the games?
I have nothing to do with it. It was all that Junior's fault. I was just unlucky. It was pure bad luck that I ran into those weirdos, got taken to the hospital, and let Makawa get what he wants. I shouldn't have let him get away. If I see him again, I swear, I will pull out his tongue and tie it around his neck. Oh, look at this gibberish. He said, we are the dogs who eat bunyips from the sewerage, a burning kangaroo, and I am a nutter because I can't find a way to afford rent. Oh, this is great. I might as well be a kangaroo.
At least it's true that you're banging your head against the wall for rent.
Yeah. Be mindful that you're talking to a nutter. Whatever. I will soon lose my part-time jobs and be kicked out of the house where my granny lived for decades. I'm heading back. Let me know if you know of any job vacancies. I can do a lot of things. As long as the money is good. No, as long as I'm paid.
Wait, Desert Flannel. Come and take a look at this. So many people came here this morning asking about the Uluru Games. And 1 hour before, the Scissors Jerry brought me this.
This is a pre-sale ticket to the Uluru Games?
I've sold over 50 tickets at a unit price of this much. It has been suspended for too long. So long that everyone thinks society has forgotten it. But we remember. Our ancestors told us about those amazing and funny sports. That big, wide, fancy stadium.
They all remember it. Even looking forward to it. And even bid up for a fake ticket. Mate, did you get more of these from the other gangs?
2 boxes left. These are from the Slicky and Eucalyptus Brotherhood.
Eucalyptus and what? Didn't catch that name. Oh, do you have the mints that I bought from you before? The least purchased ones? You always put them at the bottom of your box?
All right. Now give my ticket back and I'll put it away. I don't want any of the gangs to find out I'm dealing with the other... Desert Flannel? That's what I keep telling everyone. Muddying the water is what this bad girl does.
That's right. Desert Flannel has taken the fake tickets with her, The ones from Clippy Slicky and the Eucalyptus Brotherhood. She's gone. No, not to the black market. Sir, I heard that the Bunyips are getting restless again. Is that true?
I'm gonna make a fortune out of it! I'll be able to buy that house, get myself a new oven, some new clothes, and that giant wool nest for Fluffy! Ah, those bunyips are out again. Haven't seen them out in the sun for a while now. I must hurry. Wait, are they coming my way?
I've got my eyes on them. They are more interested in her than in me.
Oh, this makes sense. Since the Uluru Games have made the biggest news of the week, the people are going on and on about it all day. And where else will the rumor-loving bunyips go at this point? The last time I saw something like this was when that scandal of Mr. Pompadour broke.
It will be a big story, almost as certainly as a cut will bleed. I will pause my other projects and focus on this one. This is very kind of you. I really appreciate it.
Nobody, not any arcane creatures, can stop me from getting rich. Let alone that you haven't eaten enough rumors to grow into a 3-floor high and multi-legged gigantic monster. Boop, 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 boop. Clappy, give me a hand! Ha! Like that smell of rumors from the ticket box? Come get it yourself!
stance, a little trick. Don't blink.
As expected.
I will do as asked.
Try this.
Fine. Wanna watch the aerial stance? Don't blink.
One of it.
A little trick.
No! What a great pieces! Time to admire the cherry blossom.
It's happening.
Right win. Red 38 is about to return.
I thought it was an academic
Phew! Great, they are down. Everyone, for the sake of prudence, please stay back and do not approach before confirming the danger has been eliminated.
No, there's no more danger now. Look! No need to worry or hesitate. Now, it's all clear. Long story short, mates, I've retrieved many memories. At least now I know who I used to be. My name in the last life was Flamel. Exactly what my close ones call me now. I am still me. I'm not replaced by anyone.
You are still you. Modern version. This has never happened to any reincarnators as far as we know.
That's because Flammy and I are very alike. And we both have the same duty on our shoulders. I am Flammy. I obtained the uluru flame from the fire with my own hands. I was the first priestess in the history of the Uluru Games. I am Spathutia. I keep the flame that traveled all the way from the ancient homes inside me. I will become the next priestess in the history of the Uluru Games. Remember what I said, mates? My flame is our compass. Mom said good kids never lie. So, I always keep my word.
back.
Sadly, these are counterfeits. As it
Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
realm turns
Right wing. Haven't you eaten?
Watch my clothes. Glad to be intriguing, isn't it? Just like real diamond. It's happening. Just as I would. Glad to be of service,
Wanna
my
watch
lady.
the aerial stunts?
Just like real diamond.
A little trick. Right wing.
Intriguing. Glad to be of service, my lady. Just like real diamond. Bravo! Time to wake up, gentle. Intriguing, isn't it? Fragrance and dazzle can easily confuse one's vision. I'm sorry for you. Just like real diamond. Just as I would.
Haven't you eaten?
Glad to be of service, my lady.
Everything has its cause and effect.
Now, to divide the spoils, or should I say, a reasonable reallocation of the profits?
Yes! Another great victory! And I dedicate this win to Miss Spathadia!
And to Miss Desert Flannel.
Now, people, those of you who are not afraid of fire and wish to walk among the flames, please register here.
I heard it was an academic visit.
Sadly, these are counterfeits.
As it's your
Fine.
I'm glad to do as asked.
It's happening.
Hope I remember.
Oh.
Watch my clothes.
Haven't you
Glad to be
eaten?
intriguing,
Wanna watch
isn't
the
it?
aerial stunts?
Sadly, these are counterfeits. Just as I would.
Right wing.
Glad to be of service, my lady.
Fine.
お任せください。
Just like real diamond. Hope I remember. Now, to divide the spoils, or should I say, a reasonable reallocation of the profits?
back.
Sadly, these are camped.
As it's
Glad to be of service, my lady.
It's happening.
Bravo! Damn it! Watch my clothes. Intriguing,
What a time.
isn't it? Just like real diamonds.
Right wing. Oh.
Watch my clothes. Time to intriguing, isn't it? Fragrance and dazzle can easily confuse one's vision. I'm sorry for you. Sadly, these are camped. Glad to be of service, my lady.
As expected.
Sadly, these are campfire. Watch my clothes.
It's fate.
Intriguing, isn't it?
Everything has its cause and effect.
Sadly, these are campfire.
Haven't you eaten? Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
Realm turns into try this.
A little trick.
Now, to divide the spoils, or should I say, a reasonable reallocation of the profits? like to resort to violence, but accidents just like real divers.
Fine. Wanna watch the aerial stunts? Right wing. Oh.
Rabbit! Rabbit!
That's intriguing, isn't it? Just like real divers. Just as I would. Time to wake up, gentlemen. Intriguing, isn't it? Fragrance and dazzle can easily confuse one's vision. I'm sorry for you. Just like real divers.
Don't blink.
Intriguing, isn't it?
Побед.
Swallow my exhaust.
Just like real divers. Just as I would. Time to glad to be of service, my lady. Fragrance and dazzle can easily confuse one's vision. I'm sorry for you.
Laplace has forwarded the Uluru Games application to the Foundation, and it has been moving smoothly in the system in the last 2 weeks. I heard that from Mr. Slouchat on the phone this morning. They believe it will be a good opportunity to build a positive image for Arcanists, and it will strengthen the communication between them and humans. The Foundation is happy to see that happen.
Then when will we have the result of the application?
The procedure is long and complicated. Besides, the safety reports were only submitted a few days ago, so it will take at least 20 days.
20 days? If we start the construction after that, we'll never make it on the opening day. The engineers said the construction will take at least a month and a half.
That's almost the fastest they can do. Can we postpone it a bit more?
I'm afraid not. I already postponed it until half a month later for the construction. Summer will be over if we wait any longer.
It's okay. We have talked about the construction arrangement. We may start the renovation ourselves and move on to other things when we have more people to help. As I demonstrated here, if we plan it properly, we may be able to finish the construction in a month. By then, we can start the event as Miss Bathadia first planned.
Gosh, I already checked the schedule 100 times. How did you manage to cut down 15 days from nowhere? This is unbelievable. You're a genius, Ezra. I guess the games would have died on the vine without you.
It's nothing extraordinary compared to what a real human genius can do. Don't forget arcanists are the pillar of the games.
Let me see. Divide the construction team into 3 groups, one building the entrance, and the other 2 repairing the internal ceiling and walls. The internal ceiling and walls? Ezra, I have never made that request to the construction team. You must be mistaken. We need not repair what's inside the stadium.
I added it to the list. I have investigated the site with some workers from the construction team. The stadium is ancient. The walls are badly weathered and can barely hold up anything. It has become more of a natural scenic spot than a stadium for sports. For safety reasons, we might use a support structure made of alloy to...
No! Definitely no! This is the Uluru Stadium we're talking about, not some office building on the street. I will not let you in. I wouldn't have left the gate open if you told me your plan earlier.
But what about the audience, Miss Spathadia? How are we going to look after their safety? If one of the walls or the ceiling collapses, how can they escape?
Nothing like that has happened before. Not even one case in the past hundreds of years.
Nothing stays the same forever. We have to foresee the danger before it is too late.
They can run away from the danger themselves.
Excuse me.
You already figured it out, right? The stadium can get rid of fatigue from arcanists and adjust their conditions and arcane abilities to their best. Even if accidents really happened, they can protect themselves. The prophets and diviners will also warn the others. We never needed metal bars above our heads to protect us.
What about the human audiences? They have no superpower, nor super senses. They can't fly a broom or teleport themselves. They can't even get themselves out of a packed room. In your plan, how are you going to ensure their safety?
Humans? What are they doing in the stadium? There has never been a single human in the Uluru Games. None of them have managed to find the entrance. Not to mention enter it.
But I am human, Miss Spathadia. You invited me to the games. It's also you who told me that humans, like myself, can enter the Uluru Stadium if it shows itself.
I thought you were different. You showed concern about arcanists and you helped us a lot. You're a kind human.
But I'm not special. I'm no greater than any other humans. I don't deserve to be treated differently. I'm just one of the majority. An ordinary human. If I can be accepted by the stadium, so can other humans.
Spathadia, Ezra, guys, calm down. This is not the time for a fight.
This is not the time? When shall we have it then? The world is full of sports games for humans. One after another and another. But this is the only sports game for arcanists. Why don't you go mind your own games? And haven't humans stolen enough from us? They even made our arcane skills accessible to them. They modified arcane gadgets and added some science stuff, and bang! The arcane tricks I know suddenly become something new. Some invention exclusive for humans' use. And now they're even taking away the Uluru Stadium with metal bars! It was me who found the stadium, and I'm not giving it to anyone!
Taking away? No, I have never thought of taking anything away from you, Miss Spathadia. I was just trying to help. Like most of the Laplace researchers. We spend most of our time in the lab. We read, we study day and night. We weren't doing it to make humans noble, not for arcanists. Those products and achievements, they are the fruit of the combination of arcanum and science. They were made to make everyone's life better.
Make life better? Get out! You think I never saw the ad of Laplace? Guide arcanum with science. Tame the orderless power with sense. That's what you tell the people!
Sense will guide sentiments, so as to prevent the latter from destroying itself in the flames. You have to tend to the flames carefully, to understand them, protect them from danger. This is what I've been taught, and this is also the principle I've always acted upon. And this very suitcase that we are staying in is also placed at the entrance made by humans. You shouldn't think so ill of them when you're standing on it. We were only trying to help. That's all.
I'm out! It's pointless arguing with a rude human who has no respect for arcanists!
Sorry. I will go back to my room now.
It's a nice map. It shouldn't be left in halves. What do you think?
I don't like the idea of giving up. And I have never messed up a job once I took it. I'll take care of this, and you look after that. What do you say?
Ulu, are you alright?
I'm fine. I just feel a bit dizzy. My head has been feeling heavy since the battle against the bunyips, and sometimes even my body feels itchy. I think I'll be fine after I fully recover. Leave this half to me. I'll talk to her.
Thanks, Ulu. I'll request another raise of your accelerants from Laplace. Desert Flannel, you take care of Ezra. I'll follow the progress of the Foundation's examination.
What the heck did you say? What do you mean, no other progress? Progress of the Uluru Stadium renovation? Who the heck will buy our newspaper for this piece of shit?
Sorry, sir. We haven't been able to find anything new about the revival squad for a long time. They didn't even step out of that suitcase in the last 2 weeks after we got their names in the papers. Neither did we hear anything from the source.
I'm not hiring a notorious journalist like you for this boring news. Get out and find more. Some big and breaking news like that revival squad of Uluru games in City Hall with Bunny Girl.
It's you. Good timing. The Uluru Games on the edge of total disruption. The revival squad turn against each other. I knew it. A group of monkeys. This is fun. The chief editor and that chick will both enjoy this.
I don't like to resort to violence, but accidents happen. These are counterfeits. Intriguing,
Wonder what
isn't
kind.
it? Bravo!
Don't blink. Oh.
That intriguing, isn't it? Sadly, these are counterfeits. Bravo!
Take advantage of adversity.
Glad to be of service, my lady. Just like real diamonds. to wake up, gentlemen.
Time to admire the cherry blossom.
Fragrance and dazzle can easily confuse one's vision. I'm sorry for you. Glad to be of
Wanna watch
service,
the
my
aerial
lady.
stunts?
Sadly, these are countless.
Right win.
Intriguing, isn't
Fine.
it? Just like real diamonds.
Oh.
Glad to be of service, my lady.
Побед! Swallow my exhaust!
Just like real diamonds.
What a great
Intriguing,
present.
isn't it?
Time to admire the cherry blossom.
I've seen your struggle breaking the stars. Just like real diamonds.
I will
Glad to be of service, my lady.
my apologies.
Just as I would.
Don't blink. Haven't you eaten?
Intriguing.
Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
Just like real diamonds.
Oh.
Watch my clothes.
Haven't you eaten?
Glad to be of service, my
Fine.
lady. Sadly, these are countless.
Oh.
Glad to be of
Wanna watch
service,
the
my
aerial
lady.
stunts?
Just like real diamonds. Just as I would.
Don't blink.
Time to glad to intriguing, isn't it? Fragrance and dazzle can easily confuse one's vision. I'm sorry for you.
Is it over? That's great. Let's go back together. Ah! Fire! Uppercut! Yes! Finally drove them away.
2 weeks ago, you were in the column Whose Heart is Hurt by Fire Kangaroos and Housing Stress.
Huh?
would you care to make a statement?
That was just an accident, not a misconduct. The fire goes out of control very easily, as it's fire after all. Young people.
Besides, you and your fellow team members were seen chasing after a metal UFO on the back of a wooden horse. Rumor also has it that an alien power is behind the revival of the Uluru Games, and the very power has also controlled your mind. Would you run a checkup to clarify?
What do you mean? Mr. Alien T is good and kind. He has never had any ill thoughts.
Ah, Mr. Alien T, is that the name?
So, you've known this alien well. Are you involved in the evil plans of taking over Earth? Are you an evil scientist? When and where did you first meet this alien as an evil scientist working for Laplace? What was your first thought of the meeting?
The answer is much simpler than you think. Mr. Alien T and I met in a very simple way. It was in the office of a Foundation branch, New Mexico, USA. My first thought, well, there's a UFO here.
Vernon, you're back! Huh? What's that thing beside you?
Greetings, Miss Bathania. I've heard about the legendary story of yours.
He's a hat, as well as a helping hand.
And greetings to everyone. I'm Slouch Hat.
Go, go!
Unlike them, I'm sure most of you in the media industry know, or at least have heard of me. I'm a member of the Northern Australia Rangers, also the spokesman of the St. Pavlov Foundation Australia branch. These days, the reopening of the Uluru Games has attracted much focus, and speculations have reached such a pitch that we have to respond. Here, I will answer your questions about the Uluru Games. Starting from you, the ardent Mr. Makawar.
Of course. It's my pleasure.
Did you see Mako's face? It made my day. I feel happy, contented, overjoyed. Now that we have the Foundation's people on our side, he can rough for good.
You know him well.
He's our enemy, Vernon.
He's your enemy?
Mind what you're saying. We are not enemies. I don't even know him.
You don't even know him? And he's not your enemy. I don't quite get your relationship. Things can be complicated between men and women nowadays. You're still too young to understand it. Don't worry, you will get it at my age.
So it's a kind of experience one must grow old enough to learn. The current life expectancy is 50 to 75 years. I don't think I will ever reach your age.
No. Don't put it like that. You're confusing the kids. All right. Now I, as one of the parties involved in this story, will explain it to you very clearly.
Oh,
just went back to his room. He didn't come out when we left. Are you going to talk to him first, or will you stay for my little anecdote? I won't tell the story again. It's way too embarrassing to tell twice.
I'll listen to your story first, and then I'll go talk to him right away. Checked. Support structure for the ceiling. Checked. Camera parrot for broadcasting the games. Very fluffy, so checked. Spare torch for the uluru flame. Obstacles for steeplechase. Tenacity of the branches and temperature of the red cloth. Alright, checked. Only one more item to go before the flame lighting ceremony this midnight. The uluru flame. Huh? Ulu? You alright? What's with the tears? Did I make you sad again?
No, nothing. I just have sand in my eyes.
Our sand is common here. It gets into your eyes very easily. Just like when my granny saw me walking for the first time.
Young lady, you should have preserved the dignity of this old flame.
You burned me!
Ulu burning hot and energetic. Checked. Safety factor of the field. Checked. The Plas really did us a huge favor. Shame I haven't had the time to talk to Ezra since we had that fight. We were both busy, and when we met, it was...
What? You haven't talked about it? But I didn't feel anything wrong between you two.
We did make up, that's for sure. But we never really talked about the fight. It's like you break your knee and just cover the wound up with trousers, as if it had never been there. You may feel fine when you jump and run, but it hurts whenever you sit down for a break. I wonder if Ezra and Verdon are going well with the patrol.
Relax, Flammy. It will be the opening ceremony tomorrow. Our checklist is even more intricately designed than a robe made with pine needles. Besides, the bunyips haven't turned up in quite a while. Everything is working like an unsinkable ship at sea. There isn't anything that may cause it to sink.
Alright, but the last ship that claimed to be unsinkable... what was it called? Oh, I got it! We have an emergency! It's called the Titanic!
I bought tickets. Let me in. I came all the way here just for the Uluru Games because you said that it is open to all for the first time.
Everyone, please be patient. We are now standing at the entrance to the Uluru Stadium, and this is where the rumored reincarnator will come with flames and bring about the rain.
Sadly, these are counterfeits.
I, priestess of the Uluru Games, and my friend, the Uluru Flame. Both of us stand right here. We will not stop. It's
Glad to be of service, my lady.
Your ending is fate.
Intriguing, isn't it?
I will do as asked.
Just as I would.
Realm
Sadly, these are counterfeits. Watch my clothes.
Run, Rabbit! Run, Rabbit!
Haven't you eaten?
Glad to be of service, my lady.
as it is.
Intriguing, isn't it?
Your ending is fate.
Just as I would.
Realm through.
Sadly, these are counterfeits. Hope I remember.
Haven't you eaten?
There are reports of your art.
First, please be careful of... It was an accident. Second, we didn't cause any injuries or burn the hospital. Only a clinic was slightly burned in the accident. We have...
Good.
Time to wake up, gentlemen.
Wanna watch the aerial stunts? Fine.
Glad to be of service, my lady. Fragrance and dazzle can easily confuse one's vision. I'm sorry for you.
A little trick. Right wing.
Sadly, these are counterfeits. Damn it! Intriguing, isn't it?
私にお任せください。
As it is. Your ending is fated.
Bravo!
My apologies.
Realm through.
Hope I remember.
Guys, calm down.
Sadly, these are counterfeits.
Papa, nip it. Take one. That's... And you...
Be faithful to the choice of fate. As expected.
Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
I will do as asked.
Everything has its cause and effect. Try this. It's happening.
Oh.
Take advantage of adversity.
Whatever.
What a great
Сколько
season.
побед.
Glad to be of service, my lady.
Swallow my exhaust.
Time to admire the cherry blossom.
Just as I would.
Wanna watch the aerial
Your
stunts?
ending
I
is
will
death.
do as asked.
Intriguing, isn't it?
Right win.
Try this.
Just like real divers. Time to wake up, Chip. Glad to be of service, my lady.
私にお任せください。I will do as asked.
Fragrance and dazzle can easily confuse one's vision. I'm sorry for you, just as I would.
What a great season!
Time.
As expected.
I will do as asked. Time to admire the cherry blossoms.
A little trick.
One rabbit, two rabbits.
Haven't you eaten?
Be faithful to the choice of fate.
私にお任せください。
Everything has its cause and effect. Realm turns into realm.
My apologies. No!
Be faithful to the choice of fate. Everything has its cause and effect. Realm turns into realm. An arduous calculation. An arduous calculation. Try this. An arduous calculation. Be faithful to the choice of fate. Everything has its cause and effect. Try this. As expected. It's happening. An arduous calculation. Be faithful to the choice of fate. Everything has its cause and effect. Your ending is fated. Hope I remember.
Just like real diamonds.
We will not.
Intriguing, isn't it?
Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
Just as I would.
Try this.
Take advantage of adversity.
Don't blink.
Glad to be of service, my lady.
I will do as asked.
Fine.
Intriguing, isn't it? Bravo!
Take advantage of adversity.
Oh.
Just like real diamonds.
Shit.
Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
私にお任せください。I will do as asked.
As expected.
Right win.
God! My apologies.
It's happening.
I don't like to resort to violence, but accidents happen. Sadly, these are counteractions.
We will. It's time we put an end to.
Intriguing, isn't it?
Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
Just as I am.
Oh.
Hope I remember. Watch my clothes. Damn it. Glad to be of service, my lady.
Fine. Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
Sadly, these are counteractions.
A little trick. Right win.
Watch my clothes. Damn it. Intriguing. Is glad to be of service, my lady. Intriguing, isn't it? Bravo! Bravo! Just like real diamonds. Watch my clothes.
always lonely to stay somewhere quiet for a long time.
Speak. Speak.
Two gentlemen walked into a fine brick.
Masala papad is not a good snack for midnights. Back in the days when studying in Banning University, I was tired of having nothing to eat but this to assuage my hunger. Good day, my lord. You're too kind visiting me, and I regret to receive you in a room of... like to resort to violence, but accidents happen. Sadly, these are countless.
We will not. It's
Intriguing, isn't it?
Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
Your ending is fate.
I will do as asked.
Bravo!
Right win.
It's happening.
Yoshi, Yoshi.
Glad to be of service, my lady. Intriguing, isn't it?
I will do as asked.
Sadly, these are countless. Bravo!
One rabbit, two rabbits. My apologies.
Haven't you eaten?
There are reports of your arson. You set fire to a hospital, and thousands of human patients in there were almost...
First, it was...
Good.
Glad to be of service, my lady.
Fine.
Intriguing, isn't it?
As expected.
Just like real divers.
Oh.
Just as I would.
Try this.
Haven't you eaten?
Just like real divers.
Everyone.
And
Time to wake up to intriguing, isn't it?
Your ending is fate. As expected.
Fragrance and dazzle can easily confuse one's vision. I'm sorry for you. Bravo!
Try this. Realm through
guys, calm down.
Be faithful to the choice of fate.
Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
Your ending is fate.
Fine.
Everything has its cause and effect.
Hope I remember.
Oh.
It's happening.
A little trick. Whatever.
Glad to be of service, my lady.
Побед.
Intriguing, isn't it?
Swallow my exhaust!
Just as I would. Just as I would. Time to wake up, gentlemen. A design of its own kind.
Wanna watch the aerial stunts? Fine.
Fragrance and dazzle can easily confuse one's vision. I'm sorry for you. Sadly, these are countless.
Oh. Don't blink. Haven't you eaten? Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
As expected.
Fine. Oh.
It's happening.
Don't blink.
What a great
Whatever. Сколько побед!
Your ending is fated.
Time to admire the cherry blossom.
Swallow my exhaust!
My apologies.
It's happening. Be faithful to the choice of fit. Your ending is fated.
私にお任せください。
As expected. Everything has its cause and effect.
My apologies.
It's happening. Your ending
I
is
will
fated.
do as asked.
Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
Gah!
A little trick.
What a brave
Be
season.
faithful to the choice of fate.
私にお任せください。
Fun.
Time to admire the cherry blossom.
Everything has its cause and effect.
One rabbit, two rabbits.
Don't blink.
No. No way. Darn it.
I've seen your struggle written in the stars.
You were right, Mr. Makura. I did say that. I take responsibility for every word heard in that photo. But people, listen to me! Those words are wrong. So am I. I am a fool, an idiot, the stinkiest rotten egg in the kitchen. I've seen countless humans on my way here, from Melbourne to Alice Springs, and then Uluru. I've met the construction team from Laplace, the receptionist at City Hall, considerate doctors, and my first human friend, my good friend. In the past, I saw humans as the other kind. I thought they were unreasonable, cruel people who deceive others with bureaucratic jargon. But now, when I think of humans, I am reminded of my friend. My gentle, brave, smart, selfless, clumsy human friend.
What are you going to...
Confront it, light it up, conquer it, and make it burn for you.
The audience are all seated. No stampede or jostle, not to mention injury.
All the human athletes have registered, and their mixed sporting events with the Arcanist athletes have been properly planned and are ready to start in 3 days.
I'm done. I can't even move a finger right now.
Come on, Flammy. It's our turn. Again, we walk on this glorious path together, Ulu. Run. Get yourself running, child. Light up the Uluru torch, as you have promised. As I have promised. I am running, even though the day I last ran here was 1,000 years ago. It feels just like yesterday to me. I ran across the long track, stepping on the burning red soil. I'm sweating, like a sparkling star. I am going to the top of the stadium to light up the torch. Ulu? Ulu! Have I grown up as you wish? Am I new and different now? This is just a moment of my life, but I know you've waited 1,000,000 days and nights for it. I want you to be proud. I want you to be happy. My friend, my dear friend. You are already my Flammy. You are actually more than that. You are also my Sapatia, my little girl. You have grown up as I have dreamt of countless times. The snakes here didn't lay a single tooth on you. Both your body and mind are intact.
Hey, what's that? The Uluru flame is dropping water! It's the kid of Laplace!
We did it! The opening ceremony took place just as we planned. Yes, yes! We made it! Thank you, Ezra! The flame is burning in your hand. You share the same thought, don't you? It wouldn't have burned on you if you weren't wishing for the game sincerely.
Yes, I do. I want it to be a successful event. It's important to you, and so to us now. Mankind and Arcanists who are here. So, did Miss Desert Flannel go to the hospital to visit Mr. Makua?
Yeah, she bought all the magazines with that photo and brought them to... Oh, wait. I guess you don't know the story between Desert Flannel and Makua.
No idea. I was in my room pondering what happened that day.
Don't look at me like that. I've told you I'll never repeat that story again.
Okay. I guess it doesn't matter if I never had the chance of hearing it. It's just a story.
Fine, I will. I will tell it to you. Come over here, kid.
You are so kind.
You must all know that I have many jobs. These part-time jobs eat away most of my time, but the clients who gave me these jobs never let me go home empty-handed. If you were me, you'd know that if you are willing enough to take as many jobs as possible, you'd meet some strange clients. Like going to a school day pretending to be someone's mum, or braiding the hair of a punk hound in 302 pigtails for a blind man. Or waiting for a rare bird at midnight, carrying a camera which was expensive enough to pay for my apartment.
I know. Sometimes my colleagues in the class would also hire others to help collect information they need. But if we have the time, most of us would prefer to take a walk in the forest and try our luck.
Yes, that's exactly what my client said. He paid me well for the job. So generous that I stared at the dark and waited for that pink torch hummingbird to show up, despite my bloodshot eyes. 1 day, 2 days, and 3 days passed. I didn't even see anything like it. But I saw a wonder beast, just as extraordinary as the hummingbird. A pink glittering platypus.
Pink glittering platypus?
It's pink and it's glittering. And who knows whether pink torch hummingbird is a strange nickname for that platypus. Of course I have to take a picture of it. But you know, a bird lover won't need a picture of a platypus. So I sold it to Kidding Fun, a children's magazine. What happened next should be very evident to you, if you read enough bad novels.
Is that...
Yes, that's right. That platypus was Makua, who took the transformation potion.
Ah, but why would he do that?
Perhaps he was looking for some fun, or maybe it was an accident? Anyway, according to him, someone pulled out a prank on him, and it was definitely not his own choosing. He quit his job the moment that picture was published. He left his friends and family and became a revenger, striving to put me into a miserable situation just like what he has gone through. So this time, after I made this fortune, I bought the apartment and every copy of that issue of the magazine.
Were you planning to sell them all to Mr. Makua?
No, of course not. Who do you think I am? I picked him up at the hospital, took him somewhere quiet, and burnt all the magazines in front of him. He was, oh my gosh, crying so loud. That was pleasant to hear.